YouTube, and welcome to another video, and welcome to my channel, The Art of Perfumery. And today I'm going to bring you a very special unboxing and first impressions. Actually, if you remember, my last unboxing and first impressions was also very special. It was the unboxing and first impressions of this fragrance, Bang Bang, from the house of Marc Jacobs, a fragrance that is long discontinued, and I always wanted to get my hands on this fragrance. I would say today's unboxing and first impression is as special as my last one because I always wanted to get my hands on this fragrance as well, which is a flanker of this fragrance here, Ultraviolet, which was released in 2001, and it's also very hard to find. I'm not quite sure if this fragrance is already discontinued as well, but at least here in Europe, I actually live in Ireland, this fragrance is very hard to get the hands on now. So because I love this fragrance so much, and my wife loves this fragrance so much, and it garners me so much compliments, I decided to purchase this fragrance. There is also rumors that this fragrance is actually back in production. I can't back this up yet, but what I'm gonna do is, after my unboxing and first impressions, I'm gonna check the batch code of this fragrance, and if I have a new release, if this fragrance was released recently, and then I can tell for sure this fragrance is back in production. If my batch code is actually a vintage batch code, if this is a vintage bottle, unfortunately I won't be able to tell. So, but I'm definitely gonna check the batch code, and I come back to you after this video and I tell if this fragrance is, or if I'm not sure if the fragrance is back in production. Okay, let's do the unboxing and first impressions of Ultra Red from the house of Paco Rabanne. Let's do it. Okay, let's do this now. Okay, let's open. Lots of wraps on this fragrance. Okay, this is the box, very nice box. It looks actually very new to me, because if you remember the box of Bang Bang, the box actually, you can tell that this is an old box. This is actually at least a 7-year-old box, so we can tell the marks of the time. But this fragrance actually, it looks pretty new to me actually, which is very interesting. Okay, let's break the seal, and I'm gonna tell you for sure if the fragrance is back in production, which I think it is, because the box actually looks very damn new to me. Okay. Okay, this is the box. The box is a beauty. It's very simple, but I love the colors. As you can see, it's 100 ml eau de toilette. Really nice. Made in France, of course, under the brand of Puig Fragrances. Let's do it. Okay, this is the bottle. Oh my god, look at that. That is amazing. I'm so happy I got the 100 ml bottle. Really nice. The bottle is a work of art. Really nice, really beautiful. I'm so happy to have them two fragrances side by side. Really nice. Okay, let's go for my first, or should I say second impressions, because I actually tested this fragrance, but it was 12 years ago. And believe it or not, 12 years ago I didn't care much about this fragrance, but now I was dying to get my hands on this fragrance. Okay, let's spray, and I tell you how is they smell like. Okay, ready? Okay, it's coming. There you go. Wow, nice spray. Really nice spray. Pumps a lot of juice, and the distribution is perfect. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, the fragrance opens with a lot of blood orange. Very natural, believe it or not. Okay, the fragrance opens very citric with a lot of blood orange. I would say it's a very juicy blood orange. It's a mouth-watering blood orange. And the blood orange, it's very natural, especially coming from the house of Paco Rabanne, which we all know this is one of the most synthetic houses you can find out there. But actually the opening, it's quite natural. I really enjoyed the opening of this fragrance. Blood orange is the main player on the opening. of this fragrance. Really, really nice opening. Wow. Okay, the fragrance now is changing. It's getting creamier. As the time goes by, the fragrance is getting creamier and creamier. I get very, very easily, I pick this combo, tonka bean. I also get the praline as well, that brings some creaminess to the composition. And I also get a lot of vanilla. So the fragrance is actually very, very nice, and it is starting to remind me a lot, another fragrance that I have in my collection, which is from the house of Mugler, which is Ultra Zest, which I actually have here by coincidence. Okay, it's reminded me a lot of Ultra Zest. Actually, the first fragrance that's coming to my mind when I smell this fragrance is actually Ultra Zest. It's very similar to Ultra Zest. I wouldn't say it's a clone, but it has this vein, it has the same vein, it has the same vibe as Ultra Zest. I actually gonna apply Ultra Zest on my other hand just to be on the safe side, but it actually reminds me a lot of Ultra Zest. Okay, Ultra Zest is a bit different in the opening because it actually opens a bit creamier than this fragrance. This fragrance actually, Ultra Red actually opens kind of sharper with this blood orange. The blood orange is actually juicier on the Ultra Red, while Ultra Zest actually opens a bit creamier. And I got a bit of coffee on Ultra Zest that I don't have here, but I'm sure the dry down, as my memory tells, the dry down is kind of similar. Really, really nice surprise of this fragrance. And now that I mentioned them two fragrances, it's funny because this is called Ultra Zest and this is called Ultra Red. Looks like someone is trying to copy someone, isn't it? But I would say because this fragrance was actually released in 2008 and Ultra Zest was released, if I'm not mistaken, 2015. So who is copying who, right? But it's definitely a really, really nice fragrance. A surprisingly good fragrance coming from the house of Paco Rabanne. Really nice. Okay, I'm gonna give you my impressions and then I'm gonna search for the batch code of this fragrance. I'm gonna tell you if this fragrance is back in production or not, depending on the batch code of my fragrance. If it's a new batch code, definitely this fragrance is back in production, which is really, really nice. And I can tell you now, if you're looking for this, don't sell your kidneys to get this fragrance because I know how expensive it is. This is for sure discontinued. I'm not sure if this fragrance is discontinued, but you definitely, if this fragrance is not discontinued, you definitely will do more or less the same job as this fragrance does. Okay, let's give my last impressions, but I'm definitely I'm gonna compare them two fragrances. I'm gonna do a video comparing them two fragrances and I'm gonna tell you which one I like the most. Alright? Okay, let's do it. Wow, the fragrance is so much different now than the first time I sprayed. It's funny how it changes like in such a short time. It's a complete different fragrance now. It's way creamier. It's really way nicer than when I first sprayed the fragrance. Okay, the blood orange is still here, still brings that citrusy vibe, almost a sour, mouth-watering, juicy vibe, which is really nice. And I also have, I detect very easily this combo, tonka bean, praline, and also I get a good bit of vanilla as well. Tonka bean, praline, and vanilla brings a lot of creaminess to the composition. The same thing happens to this fragrance. It brings some creaminess. I have this blood orange, and I surrounded by some sort of creaminess, some sort of caramelized creaminess that comes from the vanilla, the tonka bean, and also the praline. And the effect of this fragrance is actually very similar to Ultra Zest. Really nice. I'm definitely gonna bring a full review of this fragrance, and I also gonna bring a comparison between them two fragrances, and I'm gonna tell you which one I like better. Okay. This is my unboxing and first impressions. I'm gonna check the batch code of this fragrance and I'll be back to you in a minute. Okay guys, I finally have the results of my research. As you can see, I have the batch code right here at the top of the bottle. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, I tell you, it's 02061. And as you can see on the screen right now, this fragrance was produced 2 months and 28 days ago. Of course, these results are repeated every 10 years, but for the state of my box was actually brand new. I can tell you for sure, this fragrance is back in production. So save yourself, don't spend a lot of money on eBay, on Amazon, don't sell your kidney to buy this fragrance. Even though if you're looking for this fragrance and you can't find it, or when you find it, it's crazy expensive. I tell you right now, because I'm following the dry down on the 2 fragrances. This fragrance is actually a very good alternative for this fragrance. Actually, the dry down is very similar. The dry down is so similar that I have to say now that I'm smelling these fragrances side by side, I have to say that Ultra Zest is a little bit of a copycat of this fragrance for sure. I'm gonna do a review of the 2 fragrances together, and I'm gonna tell you which one I like better. But so far, I'd say this fragrance is actually very similar to Ultra Zest. Or should I say Ultra Zest is actually very similar to Ultra Red. Even the names are very similar. So this is my unboxing and first impressions. There is way more to come. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel, and don't forget that I am Mark Lacerda, and I see you in the next video.